Alright, Shalom Akim. All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kwakadas. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you. I can do in the work of truth sincerity. This is going to be a quick one. Basically, it's about the MOTB and the up and coming World War III. So, we're going to start off by, matter of fact, yeah, we'll start off by playing this, a couple seconds of this video so you can see what they say. What is it? Nima P. Al Khorshid and Pepe Escobar. He's interviewing Pepe Escobar, and we're gonna listen to what they say.
Putin was talking about this, and he pointed out that if they use these missiles, it means that NATO is at war with Russia. It's not anymore Ukrainians, because they're not capable of using these long-range missiles. It has to be NATO army firing these missiles at Russia. That would change the nature of this conflict. What's your...
So, you know, and as you heard, Putin was like, look, man, Ukraine is not capable of using long-range missiles. Then that means NATO is at war. And if you need even more proof, we actually got the video of that. So I'm going to play this too.
Наносить удары современными высокоточными системами большой дальности западного производства украинская армия не в состоянии. Она не может этого делать. Если это решение будет принято, это будет означать не что иное, как прямое участие стран НАТО, Соединенных Штатов, европейских стран в войне на Украине. Это их прямое участие. И это уже, конечно, существенным образом меняет саму суть, саму природу конфликта. Это будет означать, что страны НАТО, США, европейские страны воюют с Россией. А если это так, то, имея в виду изменение самой сути этого конфликта, мы будем принимать соответствующие решения, исходя из тех угроз, которые нам будут создаваться.
So, you know, now you hear it right from Putin. Hey, if they use long-range missiles, it's not the Ukraine, it's NATO, and that's going to change the dynamic of this conflict. So basically, that's talking about World War III. And we know World War III prophecy is not going to happen, at least not in full, until the MOTB come out.
Right. That's part of that wars and rumors of war prophecy.
Con.
Right now, it's a proxy war. Really, it's already getting physical. We showed you in the video last time how the troops were sitting in Iraq. I did a video, I actually got to upload it. Well, basically, they were showing the troops in Iraq. They were watching Kamala Harris on TV. And she was all like, for the first time, you know, American history or whatever, you know, saying there are no troops, not one, in the active war zone. And then the camera turned around to a bunch of troops saying, well, what the fuck are we? You know, and they were looking at, you know, in disgust and disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck is this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, going on the same lines of what they're doing right now is they're doing this behind the people's backs because, of course, you know, you got to go to Congress. You got to, the people got, you know,
it's a vote,
right?
To decide and make decisions on when something's going to happen,
right?
And then discuss it,
right?
But they're just going all through all that,
right? Which goes to show that they disregard what the people think. What is it? Earlier, George Bush won off of electoral votes, not the popular vote, which is the popular vote by the population.
The Bush versus the Al Gore. Yeah, Al Gore won popular vote. George Bush won electoral votes, and that's when they explained that, you know, your votes really don't count because the popular vote is not worth as much as the electoral vote, and the electoral vote is basically rich and powerful or rich and influential people. So their vote counts more than the regular population, which is the popular vote. Right. And then, of course, a popular vote is really just the population's suggestion. you know, the population suggestion to the Congress member of their area or state, and then all those suggestions are counted up, you know, for the for that congressman to vote for what the population wanted them to. And then that doesn't mean that Congress member has to actually vote like the population did. So yes, the popular vote, which is the population's vote, is one thing. The electoral college is the rich, powerful, or influential people. You know, that's another thing. And every time it comes down to voting, the electoral college will get the last say so. So that just like everybody says, your vote don't count, and you don't supposed to be voting at all, you know, according to the Bible.
Right. And that's the joke about this thing, is that the vast majority of the people keep doing the same things, expecting a different outcome.
Insanity.
You got that video of the chick, the lady?
And this is basically going into the MOTB because of this recent UN pact, you know, NATO UN pact, which basically is going to make everybody global citizens.
Right, which all of this ties in together into that mark of the beast.
World government.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, and I want to do a quick update about a document that got passed by the United Nations this weekend called the Pact of the Future document. It's two parts, one on science and technology and one about the youth and future generations. It is quite egregious, and it was done by a procedure called the silence procedure, which makes it a pact, and if no one objected, it is automatically adopted and put into the record as being completely adopted. This is the World Health Organization's runaround, or end around. Since they were not able to get the World Health Organization treaty passed, they decided to take it to the General Assembly, and it is even more egregious than what the World Health Organization was wanting to get passed. Let me just read you something really quickly about what is inside of this pact that is now being accepted by 193 nations around the world, and equally open-armed accepted by our current administration. Everyone, it says that this is the power structure, fully digital and maximized for the control of the masses. Everyone will be expected to have a biometric digital ID that marks them not just as citizens of an individual country, but as a global citizen. So anytime you hear global citizen, or anytime you hear sustainability, think that this is an egregious thing that's happening at the level of the World Health Organization and the United Nations. Anyone that has a dissonant opinion will be labeled as misinformation, disinformation, or malinformation, and memory hold. Perpetrators for unapproved information will be fact-checked and punished by the system, which will be operated and enforced by artificial intelligence. Punishments will include being locked out of one's bank account, being unable to make certain purchases, unable to get on an airplane, on a subway, drive on public roads. This is the future, according to the world's self-appointed overlords at the United Nations. These are unelected bureaucrats that are making decisions about our country, our sovereignty around the world. Nothing could be more important at this point in time than to get prepared. Have water, food, digital access, flashlights, a way to communicate with family and friends. Now is really the time to get involved and get prepared, because this is what's coming. Our Congress is sitting on its hands. There was a press conference on the 17th about this, and no further action has been taken. So it's up to us to mobilize and to go forward, particularly with your local sheriffs, to get your constitutional sheriffs to say, this isn't going to be allowed in my county. Thank you very much. Take action. We've been talking about the onset of one world order, one world government, one world religion, one world money for a long time. Well, it's no longer coming. It's here.
So that's what that NATO UN pact was all about. That making you a global citizen and you having a digital ID marked on you, which is talking about the MO to the TB, you know, You're getting injected with that chip. And that goes right in line with Revelation 13th chapter. And I agree with all the other brothers. Hey, if you don't know what that says, then check all the videos. There's a plethora of videos out there on the MOTB. Okay.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass before the end is not by and by.
Right, before the end is here. You know, because these roars and rumors of wars, hey, they've been going on and they're going on still. And, you know, with Putin's statement, he basically solidifying, hey, man, if they hit our country with a long-range missile, we know who we fighting against. And that's just that. Because they already know by proxy they're going against America by going to war with Ukraine. But now certain missiles is used, certain weapons of war can only be used by certain people. So, or certain organizations. So if they use that long range missile, they know that NATO fired it. And they're going against NATO, which is going to change everything.
I get a scripture,
Come on.
Matthew 10:26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
Right. So all these hidden things are coming out to light. Some of the brothers was bringing out that distraction with the Diddy incidents. And that's what they using to direct your eyes away from the things that they're trying to do. Because they're trying to hide the things they're trying to do as is hidden in plain sight. So if you distracted by the Diddy situation and all the other distractions they got, you ain't gonna be looking at the World War III Putin statement about these long range missiles, the NATO UN pact of the future. You ain't gonna be looking at all that, you know. And micro C-HIP is gonna catch you by surprise.
Right. The deceiver are his.
Come on. Oh shit. Hey man, there's a lot of things happening in the world, and hey, what does the scripture say? Be circumspect. Keep your eyes open. One thing that Elder Apostle Tahar had put on his video is like, if you miss one day, you miss a lot. And there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of things going on. That is, hey, you can't hardly keep up with all the things that's going on in the world now.
Like the time is speeding up, man.
Con. So we at the door of all hell breaking loose. So.
Right. The 12th hour.
Con.
12:59.
Right.
This is Exodus 23:2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment." The point of being, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. That's an evil thing. The evil world we're living in.
Right.
What you out here going after what the multitude do? The multitude, a good amount of them went after that jab, and now look at them, they looking stupid. You know?
And that's
Fall for the
coming
next
back.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're gonna fall for the next one, yes, because it's gonna be another one.
Another precept.
God.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that built the town with blood and established the city by iniquities. Basically, what it is, that's exactly what they're doing.
Mhm. The
Right.
place was built by blood, and it's being further established.
And they doing it now. They're trying to do it to Lebanon,
Right.
Gaza.
Right. Because in the first video I show what is the title? It says "Endless Wars." Yeah, because these J Wish people, they want endless wars. They want every other nation to be destabilized. That's one
Russia,
thing you find out about Edomites, man. They want every other nation not to have any stability. That's why this is entitled "Endless Wars," man.
Russia's also don't know if they did it or not, but they're trying to pass a bill in their country where, or a law where they're trying to stop like childless homes. They're trying to get people to start having more children. I'm guessing because they want more soldiers.
Yeah, or more people to be around for the future.
Yeah, because you know they got a low birth rate over there too.
Yep.
Where?
In
Russia. People aren't you know, they're not getting together to have families anymore.
Yeah.
But mostly I'm thinking they're like trying to start forcing people that they can't live in certain places unless they have children.
Mm-hmm.
Well, coming from that, you know,
It's already hard for people to live. That's why they don't have children.
but see all of that comes from the liberal ideology.
Yep.
See, democracy, those are all values of democracy. Not communism, not whatever other portions of it, Stalinism, whatever way of life that they would choose to live, right? That's not a part of that. All of that stuff is a part of democracy. The values that they have are anti-life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have, you know, even have the right to go out and get an abortion. One side says, well, we're going to allow it. The other one says, we're going to allow it to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But there's still two sides of the same hand. It's just one side is darker than the other, you know? But it's still the same hand.
Okay.
Problem is that this system was established on both of these values. And those values are sustained either partially or fully, you know? Like, we know when Trump was in, he didn't have that many homosexual rights, and, you know, they were still, you know, Chelsea Manning and all these little things were happening, right? But it wasn't as, you know, vivid as when Obama was in and they legalized homosexual marriages. Or it wasn't as vivid as when Biden came in and they had, you know, what did they have? The transgenders and homosexuals.
They had a whole bunch of them at the White House.
That's what I'm about to say, yeah. They had a whole party for them at the White House, you know. Now they got gay, you know, homosexual recruiters out here recruiting, you know, homosexual men openly on TikTok even. And transsexuals, they offering, you know, what even just like Kamala was saying, and, you know, with the military, I know that, you know, they'll just like the prison houses, if you get sent to prison underneath these terms, that make it easier for you to get that transition surgery. They'll pay for it. Same thing with the military. They'll pay for it, you know. But these are the ideals of democracy.
Okay.
Job 16:10. They had gaped upon me with their mouth, and they have smitten upon the cheek, me upon the cheek reproachfully. They have gathered together against me, right? Because they're going to punish you for not trying to take that chip, for not trying to take that indoctrination, for not trying to, you know, accept the New World Order and everything that comes with that regime.
Right, because didn't the lady actually say there will be punishments?
Right.
There'll be punishments. You're gonna basically all your license is gonna be revoked.
I remember seeing a movie from a few years back, some years ago. It was a movie called Cube Part 2.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And I remember in that movie, there was a soldier, and he had got caught, and he was like, they had like under his feet.
You gotta probably speak up.
Under his feet was like a underground thing where you know had holes all on the ground or whatever for fire to come up.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him on the microphone, did he believe in God?
Yep.
And I'm thinking like, if he said no, they gonna burn him. He said, yes, I do believe in God. And they burnt him to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said that there was rid in the world of anybody that believed in God.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and even though that was a movie back in the day, hey, that's gonna happen for real, man.
Right, because they basically use that to subconsciously program the minds of the people that watch it.
I feel like that movie that was a fear tactic. Anybody that watched that movie.
Yeah, because everybody in that movie got killed gruesomely.
Yeah, because it'll make you question yourself, like, damn, if I believe in God, I'm gonna get killed.
Right.
You know, especially when you don't know nothing.
It sounds like it's just like one of those things where they said if you're different, then you're going to be killed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is
You ain't with
like
the
scripture was
program,
saying, not
basically.
going
Yeah.
like going along with the multitude.
Yeah.
You ain't with the program.
Right. They identify you as not being of this world.
I'll put it to you this way: it's already some men that they looking at anybody that didn't get that MOTB, or
That jab.
That jab. Anybody that didn't get that ABC jab.
Mhm.
It's looked at as non-cooperative.
Yep.
That's right. It's this is Luke 10:19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Right. So we don't got to be worried in these times. You know, the elect. You know.
Nope. The Lord told us not to fear nothing.
Yeah.
He was going to reveal everything to us before it even start happening.
Yep. And nothing shall hurt us. So
Mhm.
you know. But for those who haven't repented, man, when all hell break loose, where you gonna stand?
Right.
You know.
Right. Because right now they making you choose the side.
Con.
Most of the people, me and the brother was talking about this earlier. Most of the young generation, Generation Z, is far gone in the head, where they believe in this gay stuff, and they believe they actually get upset if you tell them that they're wrong for believing in that. And the reason why they shouldn't believe in that, because you cannot say that you believe in God, but yet you running around with nothing but abominations.
Mhm.
Right.
But
Contradiction.
Yeah, you talking about you believe in God. Well, if you believe in God, then God says this. And when you tell them the truth, they get mad at you.
Yep.
Don't bring him around no more.
You can't
Girl,
believe
I don't
in
want to hear
God
him no more.
and hate God's words.
I know what my grandmother
Mhm.
taught me.
Yeah, she didn't teach. She taught you what she knew, which wasn't very much.
Mhm.
So, God, Job 16:11. The Most High have delivered me up to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked. I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark. Right? And that word mark right there, because what are they doing? You are in the hands of the wicked. What? We should go to the enemy for one need of all things. And then, let's say he shall break you. One of the ways to break you is to say, hey, you go to your, check your account, and your account is frozen. I don't care what you got in there. And you living paycheck to paycheck already, and damn, that means by the time payday come around, I ain't getting shit. That's when reality starts sinking in. How I'm going to pay this? How I'm going to do that? You going to feel broken, you know, because you literally broke in your pockets.
Right. And it's like what is it? That deal you can't refuse.
Yeah, make you a deal that you can't refuse. Yeah.
Right, but really, you got to refuse it.
It's
you know?
also weird that they have the
Hey,
power to like
Cat
withhold
Williams
your
said it
money.
the best.
God.
Cat Williams said it the best. He said, gotta tell him no.
Diddy like the
Tell
party.
Diddy no. You just gotta tell him no.
Diddy like the party. Like he said that, I was like, damn.
Right.
You gotta tell him no.
Yes. I saw when he was pressing Fabulous on Drink Champs. And he kept saying, man, no. He said, we got a party. Well, how come we have a party together? He's all like, man, what you saying? I invite you to my other parties. I'm like, no.
We letting Diddy get us distracted.
Right.
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 You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
See how fucked up shit is right now, man?
Yeah.
That shit
I mean,
is
but
so
when
bad.
we bringing you both sides of it. Because we telling you about the distraction and how wicked that is, but we also telling you
How
about
wicked
what you missed.
distraction
Yeah,
is.
but you
Right.
missed.
Yeah.
See all them devices, right?
Mhm.
And that word mark in that scripture, it says it's not the same as the charagma in Revelation 13:16, right? This is the mark in that scripture.
Strong's H 4307. Matara.
All right, and it says Guard Ward Prison. Mark target. Alright, target mark figurative of chastisement, which is a punishment, right? It says, a mark to keep watch.
And in that sense, the enemy has us marked already.
Right.
Any of us that's out there doing the on the highways and hedges, we already marked. We're targets
You know why?
of
Because
Esau.
Because we did what the Lord told us to do.
Exactly.
We made ourselves spectacles.
Yep.
It's custody ward prison.
Yep.
So to we'll jump back to that one more time, it's just to follow up on, why we said that in Job 16:12. I was at ease. How many people at ease right now? Oh, COVID is over. We break on. Niggas don't have to wear masks and shit like that. Everything's almost back to normal. But he has broken me asunder. Overnight, this shit's gonna come in, and it's gonna break you down.
Me and brother just seen today while riding down the street. We seen a sign that said Jab 19 available right now. Just out of nowhere, a big sign that said Jab 19 available right now. Like for what?
Yep, because
People think it's over.
it's mutating again. That bitch is conveniently mutating after all the festivities died down and it's getting cold.
Right.
It's it says, which it don't make sense because people get sick, right? Because their immune systems are lowered from the shit they eating when it's hot, and when it gets cold, you pay for it.
Change of the weather.
Right.
Especially
But my thing though, that comes from that change comes from your body acclimating, right? Getting used to it, right? But in between there, you pay because of the shit that you didn't put in it. Your body has been taxed all of this time when it's warm. When it gets cold, your body has to fucking fight to stay warm. And to work harder. But the thing is viruses don't thrive in the wintertime, in the cold.
Right.
Because they die in the summertime.
They build up and they can go crazy in the summertime because you got mosquitoes, you got all kind of, they're able to multiply. But when it gets cold,
They say that, viruses die in the summer because of that.
No, they die in the winter because the summertime weather is more sustainable to life. That's why you have all the insects and bugs and shit come out in the summer. In the wintertime, they die off, but they start hiding and hibernating because it's cold outside.
same thing with viruses and
One of the
bacteria.
advantage that a man got over a bear.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bears
Right.
They say they rather dwell with a bear. Well, bears have to hibernate. What you gonna do when it's time for a bear to hibernate?
Right.
Be a victim.
Protection you gonna have?
We just wait
Right.
till that bitch's bear go to sleep and then we'll get her. Like,
Right.
Like I said, I was at ease, but he has broken me asunder. He has also taken me by my neck. Right? You snatch a motherfucker up by their neck, it ain't to greet them. You understand me? Alright, there's only 2 times that's acceptable. It's when you got a problem with somebody or she like it rough. You understand? It says, and shaking me to pieces and set me up for their mark. And that said imprisonment, ward. You understand? Because they got these camps out here, re-education camps, built for anybody that has a problem with this new world order, this new world agenda. Period. What did they do? I showed you that video redacted tonight. They said they came up with they coming up with a contingency plan in case 40 days from the election they come up with this in case hundreds of people from Congress die. Just all of a sudden. We don't know how. Just what if 100
They're not even
people die
supposed
from
to be in the
Congress?
same area because something like that could happen.
But no, that's mainly the president and the upper portion of it. This is just the Congress, but they all have to be there during the inauguration, right? Everybody has to be there. So what they're doing now is putting that thought into your head, whether it be false flag attack or what have you, that hey, when this shit happens, they can replace the government with whoever the fuck they want to.
Disclaimer.
But they've been doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But they got to do it with the people's approval slightly.
Well, shit, they didn't do that with Kamala. How the fuck they bring
Nope.
Kamala?
Because
They
they,
had
Nope.
they just brought her up there.
Yeah, they just brought her up there.
They would have had to have like decided if they're gonna pick somebody. They just picked her.
Yeah.
And nobody. And while Biden was there, everybody was like he's already sick. You gonna have him step down? You gonna have him to replace with Kamala? Everybody's like, no, we're not gonna have Kamala replace him.
And
not gonna
then,
do that.
and then that's what they did.
Like
Yeah,
a
they
week later.
always do that. They get,
Yeah.
they draw you in, and then they deceive you. Man.
Yeah. And you know, we're gonna close, but I wanted to read this one comment that I was reading while we was talking. It says, as someone who lives in the U.S., I'm telling you, no one has a clue how reckless our State Department is being. If the civilians knew how close we are to nuclear war, there would be riots in the streets. And hey, we are that close. But we also know that before this World War III breaks out, MOTB is gonna come first.
Oh, the riots are coming. That's when the riots
Yeah.
are gonna come.
Yep.
They're coming, but it's gonna be too late.
Yep.
They already got the robots on deck. They
Yep.
already got you accustomed to this way of life, being comfortable and being deprogrammed.
Yep.
You don't have, look, we showed you in Russia, they have bomb shelters.
Yeah,
Got
for the
bomb
people.
shelters. Right, they don't have no bomb shelters for the people.
Hell no, Americans,
elites.
y'all just exposed.
Right.
They got 'em on different
Matter of fact, the elites don't even have them here. They
Yeah.
fucking got them on,
Hawaii or
neutral
other
countries.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And with that, we're gonna close. All praise and
Wait,
glory.
you had something?
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
And with that, we're gonna close. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Hakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone. Salutations to you. I can do in the work of truth and sincerity. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.